this time. So let's do a raise of hands and quick answers. Who knows what should be consumed? Types of foods, specific foods for a healthy diet. Go. Anyone? Boom.
Protein.
Protein. Love it. All proteins. Fantastic. Whole grains. Love it. That's great. What else?
Vegetables.
Fruits. Vegetables. Fantastic. Anything
Water.
else?
Water.
Water. Yes. Hydration. Please. Please. And for the record too, with water, that is one that I have to just put my foot down and say, if you don't like water, I am sorry, but our bodies are about like 70% water. Drink water, whatever it takes. Okay, but that was a great list. That was a great list that we just created. So, you guys just told me a lot of the major pieces of what nutrition should be for ourselves. So we know the answers. We know the answers. Why is it not working for us then, right? So if we have the answers already for what a healthy diet can consist of, why isn't it working? It's a great question. This is not exclusive to this group. This is a widespread problem we're all having. I have it for myself sometimes. Nutrition was a battle for me too. Like that's a major thing. But some of the major things that we can take away from that is that it's not necessarily what we should be eating that's the problem. It's all the other variables in our lives, in our habits, our behaviors, that dictate our decision making, right? We live in a very fast-paced world, right? Things are immediate, our jobs are demanding, we have a lot of things going on, we are overstimulated by social media, information, and like I love reading and I love information. Oh man, there is a lot of it out there. I used to try to keep up with all of the like misconceptions that could possibly be put on social media. I can't keep up with it. It's impossible. It's impossible. So things are confusing. It's stressful. There's a lot happening. I don't know what to do anymore because I'm so overwhelmed and confused by the information. So what ends up happening? What ends up happening? Work 12 hours, I get home. It's hard to make food at that point, right? Like, I get home, what am I gonna make? Oh, I have this in the fridge. I can just grab that. I'll just go to the store and I'll grab a tub of ice cream. You know what I mean? Like, it's this type of process that it's very convenient. It's very rewarding short term with some of the food choices that are easily, quickly, readily available for us. But that doesn't necessarily mean that it's automatically good for us, right? We don't want to say good and bad foods. We can, but we might not want to because I think foods can come with a lot of nutritional benefit and value. And then there's foods that don't come with as much nutritional benefit and value. We do want to maximize the food that is going to better our bodies. We want to focus on those things. And we really do want to limit the things that aren't going to benefit our bodies. So if we frame it in that way, and we know that there's no good or no bad with these things, and we're not demonizing certain foods, we can start to create a better relationship and understanding of when we can have them, what we should have. So the best things and practices that we can do for ourselves on a nutritional level is to create a plan. Planning ahead is going to set you up for greater success in all avenues, right? But if we do that with our food, it's the weekend, I have time, I'm going to shop for these things. I went on Google, I looked up 3 recipes. I love these recipes. I'm gonna make them. Saturday hits, I go shopping, I get the food. Sunday comes, I'm gonna put a meal in the crock pot. I'm gonna put a meal in the oven. I'm gonna meal prep, I'm gonna make all these things. I'm gonna eat some of it tonight. I'm gonna have some later in the week. That process of going through that will prepare you for the week. So when things are overwhelming, because that happens, willpower, we can't rely on it, guys. Like that is useful in a moment to have willpower to restrain yourselves. But guys, like I'll tell you from myself, when I am tired, I've worked 14-hour days before, When I'm tired and I worked a 14-hour day and I get home, I don't want to make food. I am a monster. I will eat everything in sight, like everything. Like it's bad. The fridge is gone. And whatever's there is there, and that's what I eat. But if I had a plan, and if I knew ahead of time, Tuesday, long day of work, got to have something ready, and then I had an appropriate meal, a good amount that I knew I would eat, and then maybe I just took a nap or went to bed early, everything turns out better. Positive outcome, right? Had a plan, implemented the plan, positive outcome with that. So I do believe that process is more important when we think about our nutrition, our health with nutrition. And the decision making involved is being prepared for the moments that get us caught. Boredom, bored eating, that's a real thing. Stress eating, definitely a real thing, right? Coping with our stresses, understanding them better, whether it's talking with a therapist, just developing a better understanding of our own selves. That goes a long way to understanding an internal cue. Oh man, I really want to have a bag of chips. Why do I want that bag of chips? Why am I craving that right now? If we start asking these questions and we understand ourselves better, leads to better decision making. That all being said, I believe that we should not strive for those short-term benefits, right? Think through the long term and taking responsibility for ourselves, right? If we take responsibility and say, I'm going to take my life and nutrition into my own hands, then we will improve the process that we go through. The Q&A, we will discuss more nutrition there if anyone has specific questions. But my final note on it would be, I don't think it's the information that is really the main issue for us when it comes to nutrition. I think it's the habits and the process that we set ourselves up with versus the external stresses and the unpredictable things in lives that cause us to make the other decisions, the convenience, the boredom, and so forth. Let's take a break with the camera. Yeah.